Good morning. Now let us see how to divide, the division of whole number by a fraction. How to divide a whole number by a fraction. So in order to understand this, let us first understand the process of division. Okay, what exactly we do when we divide a number by some other whole number. Now I have 12 marbles here. How many are there? 12 are there. Now if I decide to make the groups of two of them, in each box if I go on putting two marbles, then how many boxes will I need? I will need 6 boxes. I hope you people are getting this, what I mean to say. Okay, I have 12 marbles and I have decided to keep two marbles in each small box. So how many boxes will I need? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So from this, may I say that 12 divided by 2 is 6. If this concept is clear, then only you will understand the further concepts. 12 marbles divided into the groups of 2, 6 groups would be formed. In the same way, the same marbles, same 12 marbles, if I put 3 in each box, then how many boxes are formed? 4, right? So may I say 12 divided by 3 is 4. Okay. Now 12 marbles, if I put 4 in each box, 4 and 4, right? So how many boxes are needed here? 3 boxes are needed. So may I say 12 divided by 4 is 3, right? Now same 12 marbles, if I put 6 in each box, how many boxes, 6 in each box, then how many boxes would be needed? How many boxes would be needed? 2 boxes would be needed. See once more, I have 12 marbles and I have put 6 marbles in one box. So how many boxes are needed in order to keep all the marbles? I need 2 boxes. So may I say 12 divided by 6 is equal to 2? Try to understand this concept. Let me explain this with some other number. See, if I have 10 marbles and if I decide to put two marbles in one box, how many boxes will I need? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So may I say 10 divided by 2 is 5. Correct? So understand this concept well so that I can explain you how to divide a whole number by a fraction. Okay? Let us see. Now let us see how to divide a whole number by a fraction. Let me consider this division. 1 divided by half. Let me explain it to you with the help of example. Suppose I have one apple over here. It is easy to cut the apple, so I have considered apple. You can consider anything. Okay. So I have one apple, or you can say one roti. Okay. Now what am I going to do? I am going to divide it into half parts. Okay. So I have divided this one roti or one apple into half part. How many half parts are formed? See my question carefully. See, in the earlier question I said I have 12 marbles. I have grouped them into 4. How many groups are formed? See, my question in the previous concept was I have 12 marbles. I have divided them into the group of 4. How many groups are formed? Then you said 12 divided by 4 means you said 3 groups are formed. Likewise, see my question now. I have one apple. I have divided it into half part. So, how many half parts are formed? That is the question. How many half parts are formed? So, can you tell me how many half parts are formed? This is one half and this is the another half. So, I got 2 half parts are formed. Now, if I have 2 apples, again I am dividing them into half parts. So, first apple is divided into half part. second apple is divided into half part. So if I decide now to give half apple to each child, to how many children can I give this apple? I can give this apple to 4 children. See my question once more. I am dividing 2 apples into half. I am cutting them half, and I have decided to give half apple to each child. So how many children will get the apple from me? 1, 2, 3 and 4. So this answer I am going to get as 2 divided by half is equal to 4. Now if I have 3 apples, one more example just we will discuss. If I have 3 apples and if I divide to cut them into quarter parts, I decided to make quarter parts of them. Quarter, this is also divided into quarters and this is also divided into quarters. Now I decide to give 1 piece to each child. So how many children will get this apple now? Let us see. What have I decided? I have cut 1 apple into 4 pieces and I decide to give 1 piece to 1 child, right? Such I have 3 apples. So how many children will get the apple from me? 12 children will get this apple from me. See, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So 12 children will get this apple from me. Okay, so what conclusion have I come to? I hope you people have understand this. Once more I will clear it. I have 1 apple. I have divided it into half parts. Half. How many halves are formed here? 2 halves are formed over here. I have 2 apples. Again I have divided them into half parts. How many half parts will be formed? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 half parts will be formed. I have 3 apples. I have cut each of them into 4 equal parts. So how many total parts will be made? Total 12 parts will be made. So what am I concluding from this? I am concluding that 1 divided by half is equal to 2. Then 2 divided by half is equal to 4. And 3 divided by 1/4 is equal to 12. Okay, this is what I am concluding from all this discussion. Okay, now remember this well. I will explain one more concept so that how do we get this you will understand better. Okay, so wait. Now see this whatever we had concluded before is 1 divided by 2 is 2. 1 divided by half is 2. 2 divided by half is 4. 3 divided by 1/4 is 12. Now see, if I consider this type of multiplication, say I am going to connect 2 things together. If I consider this type of multiplications, 1 multiplied by 2 upon 1. How do we do this multiplication? We have already studied. It is 2 multiplied by 1 upon 1, that the answer will be 2. Similarly, 2 multiplied by 2 upon 1 is 2 into 2, 4 upon 1, that is 4. 3 multiplied by 4 upon 1 is 3 4s are 12 upon 1. See, if you don't remember, we have studied like this. 2 upon 3 multiplied by 5 upon 7. How to do this product of 5 multiplied by 2 upon 3. How to do this product? We have studied 5 multiplied by 2 upon 3. Do you remember this? So it is 10 upon 3. In the same way I have done all these products. Are you getting? So if you observe, see, here the answer is 2. Here also is 2. Here it is 4. Here also it is 4. Here it is 12. Here also it is 12. So may I then say कि 1 divided by 1/2 is same as 1 multiplied by 2 upon 1. Correct? 2 divided by 1/2 is same as 2 multiplied by 2 upon 1. 3 divided by 1/4 is same as 3 multiplied by 4 upon 1. Okay, same answers we are getting. So now just observe, here is 1, here also is 1. Now here is half, here is 2. Here is half, here is 2. Where is the change? Only in these circle parts there is a change. these numbers, how are they changed? Just see, here 1 is the numerator, here 1 is the denominator. Here 2 is the denominator, here 2 is the numerator. In this case also, here 1 is numerator, here it is denominator. Here 4 is in the denominator, here it is in the numerator. So what has been done here? Half is changed to 2 upon 1. 1/4 is changed to 4 upon 1. Just we have made their interchanged their numerators and denominators. The fractions so obtained are called the reciprocals. What are they called? Reciprocals of each other. Just by interchanging the numerators and denominators, whatever the fractions we get are called the reciprocals of each other. And if you observe carefully, you will come to know that their product is 1. See, half into 2 upon 1. You can see 2 ones are 2, 2 ones are 2, 2 upon 2 is 1. You can see this 1 upon 4 into 4 upon 1. 1 fours are 4, 4 ones are 4. The product is 1. So these numbers which are obtained, fractions which are obtained just by interchanging their numerators and denominators are called the reciprocals. What did I say? I said the word reciprocals of each other. So not necessary there should be 1 in the numerator. If I consider the fraction 3 upon 5, what will be its reciprocal? It will be 5 upon 3. Simply what you have to do is, you have to interchange their numerator and denominator. Okay. So then may I say कि dividing by a fraction, see. May I then say dividing by a fraction is multiplying by its reciprocal. Just now we have proved that 1 divided by 1 upon 2 is the same as 1 multiplied by 2 upon 1. We have proved it. One more example we have proved that 3 divided by 1 upon 4 is 3 multiplied by 4 upon 1. Just see the previous part. Okay. We have proved this. So may I say dividing by a fraction is multiplying by its reciprocal. See, instead of division sign now it is changed to multiplication, and instead of this fraction now I have got its reciprocal. Do you understand? Remember this concept. So what I will say in short, that dividing by a fraction is multiplying by its reciprocal. Let us see how to solve these examples then. See, 10 divided by 3 upon 4 will be 10 multiplied by, see, instead of division sign I have written multiplication sign. Instead of 3 upon 4 I will write its reciprocal, that is 4 upon 3. So I will get 10 fours of 40 upon 3, which is nothing but 13 integer 1 upon 3. Similarly, 5 divided by 2 upon 3 means 5 multiplied by reciprocal of 2 upon 3, that is 3 upon 2. And so it will be 5 3s are 15 upon 2, that is 7 integer 1 upon 2. Okay. So you can solve this type of sums now. The further things we will study in the next lecture. Okay. Thank you.